Well, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? Hope life's treating you well. Whether it is or it isn't, at least we can take a minute and kind of chill out and play a little Fallout 4, right? That's what it's here for. Gonna go find a courser, punch the Institute in its mouth. Take these coursers out one at a time. I'm still mad at the Institute for what they did to my boys over there at Ticonderoga. I'm not gonna let that go until I deal with the Institute itself, honestly. Look at this area right here. Just a few sticks sticking up out of the ground. Freeway overpasses isn't really even standing over here. This reminds me a little bit of that area over there entering the glowing sea. Well, aside from not having a green sky, irradiating the crap out of us. But other than that, it looks pretty desolate here. Looks like we're about to get our feet wet. I'm following the quest marker, just kind of going where it sends me. And it looks like it's going to put me right in the swamp. Okay, thanks. Right through the drainage pipes. What's this? A raider trying to get away with the goods, huh? Didn't quite make it, did you, buddy? Okay, I'm dropping some Rad-X this time. If it's going to make me swim, then... This water is nasty. No doubt the same water they've been dumping into the environment before the war.
Places like this are why I try to avoid drinking.
Right, highly toxic, highly radioactive. Water straight in with the fish. The fish that people are eating, of course, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was going to be bad without the bombs, honestly, at some point, if you think about it. Oh, hey, after going and visiting the Atom Cats, right? Checking them out, I was thinking, kind of came to mind that, you know, there is a faction in the game that basically caters to each kind of playstyle. Oh, hello. Well, where you have water, you seem to always have Mirelurks, right?
Identify yourself.
That's pretty much the case. So we got a glowing one over there. Well, I guess I'll be running into him later. Doesn't look like he can get to me now. Yeah, you have a faction dedicated. Like I break down the playstyles into pretty much 3 different things. You got the science, energy weapons type of thing, high tech, and then you have big armor, big guns, you know, power armor, fat man, miniguns, stuff like that. And then you have the sneaky small guns type build, you know, the assassin thing. You run around with your silencer and you know, go stab him or shoot him in the back and run off before anyone sees you type thing. And you know, really, if you look at it, you can kind of make an analogy to like your typical RPG formula, which is you have mages and warriors and rogues, right? That's usually how it goes. And if you look at it, it's kind of the same. The science playstyle would be, I guess, your mage type thing. Energy and power and stuff like that in place of magic, right? And then, of course, your big armor and big guns would be like your warrior playstyle. You know, like, well, instead of going in with your big plate armor and your two-handed sword, now you go in with power armor and, you know, a minigun or a fat man or something, right? The same type of thing. And then rogues, of course, well, not much has changed. Just go in there really, really quiet. Hit them really, really hard. Can't take a lot of damage, but the idea is to not get hit at all, you know, type of thing. But the playstyles are really kind of there, and you have a faction basically dedicated to each style. You have the Institute, which looks like it's primarily dedicated to, you know, science type stuff, energy weapons and things. I don't know what perks are available. I obviously haven't played out that entire storyline. Don't know how much of that I'm going to see in this playthrough, but I assume there will be something energy related there that comes from all that. I know from the railroad, Tinker Tom not only makes the microwave thing available where you can wear basically street clothes that have some armor rating so you can get some protection, right? But also Deacon, as a follower, I was looking on passive buffs, and what he gives you is prolonged stealth boy duration and extra sneak damage. Just for being... Now, I think he has to be with you to get that. I don't know if that's just a constant buff all the time, but it's a benefit of... you get that from him liking you. You know, basically do enough stuff that he approves of while he's around, and he eventually starts to like you. Which apparently I reached that with him. But yeah, I was looking under stats, just kind of seeing what passive stuff I've got from magazines I found and all that, and I saw that he was giving me that buff, and I was like, okay. So it's definitely, it's kind of like your Thieves Guild, sort of, your Railroad or something, or your Dark Brotherhood or something, although they do seem to be the good guys. They're definitely the covert style. And then the Institute being the evil blood mages or something, right? they're just assholes. And then Brotherhood with their whole duty and honor, warrior mentality type thing or whatever. Although I don't agree with them. I think they're completely misguided. What they do, still they definitely cater to the whole power armor thing. But if you don't want to be involved necessarily with these factions, you want to be kind of solo or whatever, or you want to be kind of non-committal, you've got other things in place that can work in your favor. Like, well, first of all, you've got your own perks, and you can run around with any weapon or do anything that you want to anyway, right? But let's say you wanted to get into all the big armor, big guns and stuff, but you weren't really into all the particular politics or philosophies of these different groups, then go to the Atom Cats, right? And go get involved with their stuff. More of a loner rebel type thing, which they're kind of down with that anyway, being the hip cool cats that they are, right? They're kind of off doing their own solo thing regardless. Nobody's as cool as the Atom Cats, right? The coolest thing in the wasteland. So anyway, I was just thinking about that. So no, you don't have a mages guild,
Sweet.
you don't have a fighters guild, you don't have a thieves guild per se, but kinda, you sort of do. The formula's there, it's just really, really well disguised. But they do have something to cater to everybody. I did have one question that I was wondering, and I guess I won't know until I played through the game, looking in hindsight. But how far can you string along each faction before you finally have to make a choice and cut off the others? Like, let's say if there's a particular buff or bonus or perk pertaining to a particular type of weapon or type of armor or something that you could get from, say, the Brotherhood, how long can you play with them even if you're siding with someone else? Like, say I'm 100% down with the Institute, or I'm 100% down with the Railroad. And how much can I do for the Brotherhood? Can I get them to the point where I can get that thing before I cut them off, before I cross that invisible line that basically says I'm siding with these guys, screw everyone else? Or is that even necessary? Honestly, I'm kind of projecting now, because obviously I haven't finished the game yet. It might be possible that when you make an enemy of one faction, you can make allies of all the rest. I guess that's possible too. I don't know. Like maybe siding against the Institute, you might get help from the Railroad and the Brotherhood. Or maybe there's a diplomatic thing in there where, it requires speech checks, and if you don't, then you can only get one ally, or I don't know. I'm kind of curious how that's going to play out. We'll see. But up until that point, assuming, like, we just did really side stuff for the Railroad to get that perk unlocked with Tinker Tom, with the microwave and all that. And Deacon came pretty early. Deacon pretty much came about just from getting introduced to the Railroad, basically. Following the Freedom Trail thing, accidentally in our case. But doing all that, and then he was like, well, I'm going to come along then. All right. And I guess he liked more of what I was doing than disliked it, and we became buds. So I got his passive. And I don't think I've gotten to the point with anyone yet where I can't go talk to any of the others. Although I may have gotten to that point with the Institute, because I've been kind of taking out their coursers and cleaning them out of the safe houses that they've been raiding and stuff. So I might have gotten to that point with them. I don't know. Not sure. No, I thought that was pretty cool. Definitely the age-old RPG formula is still in place there. It's just kind of disguised a little bit. Take that. Just go see what he dropped.
Continuing search for
That means I gotta jump down and find a way back up, but whatever.
fugitive has been located.
He could have dropped that one legendary thing that I wanted the whole game. Never know. Alright, so not sure where this courser's gonna be. I guess we're essentially in the basement right now. I guess. Although, I don't know, these all look like offices and stuff. Oh, I'm picking up a bunch of good equipment, man. Seriously. And finally picked up too much. And they're making their last stand back here.
Nice.
Sweet. Love light bulbs. They weigh almost nothing. They always give you at least a copper.
Hope you're not thirsty.
That's the room we initially came in, and yep, that's
Where to?
those stairs are leading up, so I'm sure that's where we're supposed to go next. So let me go back here. I need before I forget about that legendary Mirelurk. There you go, good girl. Carry all that. Nice. Carry this too. Actually, with all this good crafting stuff, I can probably forget about those stupid
Places like this are why I try to avoid
guns. Don't ask me why. I sometimes pick up a gun, most of the time don't. I don't know. Every once in a while, I feel like I should always grab at least a couple of them and sell them or something, but really not worth all that much. I found a couple of assault rifles, though, that fully modded,
Someone
they
needs
were-
to drain this place in a serious
they were worth some money.
way.
Okay, well, I'm probably not going to use that, but I guess it was worth checking out. Honestly, it's probably something I'm going to wind up dropping, actually. But this is cool. This made it worth it. Found a safe.
That's it.
Nice. Alright, well, crap. How'd I get out of here? Oh, no. Yep, I'm sure that's what, okay. Let's say you can breathe underwater with, Mirelurk cakes. Let me test that real quick. Oh, there's a door. Nope. Actually,
Hope you're not thirsty.
since apparently I can breathe down here, then how about, we'll loot the place then. Now see, this is where you'd hide like a bobblehead or something like that, right? Where you'd either have to know exactly where it is and be quick about getting it, or be able to breathe underwater. What's this? Man, I'd love to find a secret or hidden area. I'll take that lunchbox. Give me that. There we go. Yay! Alright. Are we out? We're out. Now, how to get back upstairs.
Candy, a feather duster, and
Oh, nice.
100 years, and this place would be right as rain.
think we're good here. You know, I think on my next playthrough, I don't know if I don't probably won't play the whole game like this unless it's just really, really cool. But I'm thinking about turning off the music, game music, as opposed to Pip-Boy. Now, you know, run around with the Pip-Boy on just for myself, especially when it gets too creepy or whatever. But I think some of these places would, I think it would definitely add to the creepiness factor if all you heard was just the ambient noises. There's something going on up here. Sounds like a raider. Raiders or gunners or something, right? But, yeah, have the music off and then all you hear is the ambient noises, like the wind blowing and, you know, the creaking of wood or metal and, you know, things like that, where the music's off and it's a little more that lonely. There were times like that too in Fallout 3 where
Nice.
the ambient music would pretty much fade off and you'd be left with just a quiet, a stillness. And sometimes that in and of itself would create an atmosphere for whatever room.
Quiet in here.
A perfect example right off the top of my head was the house where you get the lucky bobblehead, in Arlington Cemetery. That one house all off by itself. And actually a lot of the houses, when you'd walk in, there was like something of like a hum. It was an ambient sound, but the music was gone and it was just quiet. And it was like really lonely feeling. Sure, looks like a turret. It is a turret. Okay, well. Maybe it's something you can activate. Maybe it's something I don't want to activate.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay. That was lucky. Don't touch anything unless you wake the floor up. Well, it's too late for that. My guess is. Yep.
This is bullshit.
Yep.
Just like that.
Had a feeling. One of you guys made a mention of that on my Skyrim videos, was turning the music off to where you have nothing but just the ambient sounds, the birds and the water running and stuff like that, and you just had no music there and create more of a immersive, realistic thing going on. But sometimes in Skyrim though, especially when you're out exploring in the wild, sometimes the music is just, it's just epic. It's just beautiful. I mean, it really is. Kind of adds to it. But I could appreciate what he was talking about. I really want to try that. Haven't gone back to play through it again, but when I pick up Skyrim again one day, I'll probably go do that. Just go turn off the music and just leave the you know, sound effects on. Probably be really, really, really cool. I thought that was an amazing idea because it was so simple, but it was brilliant, you know.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
All right. Well, whoever was fighting it out a minute ago isn't now, are they?
In area.
I guess the courser finished everybody off.
Come on. Good riddance.
Good job. Nice. Showed that protector on a thing or two. Here, let me have his stuff.
False alarm. Standing down.
Nice. They can keep throwing turrets and protectrons this way. I'll take all that steel and targeting cards and whatever. Take that, man. Well, this shotgun is pretty much easy mode. It really is. This could be a little stronger too. I've got an automatic receiver on it. I think it's the best automatic receiver you can have, but it's still automatic, which means the damage is a little lower.
Surprised these haven't been harvested for
It
parts.
gets the... I'd initially put that on there because I didn't have points in Rifleman yet. I just had them in Commando. And so putting an automatic receiver made it fall under that, so I was getting bonuses.
What was that? What the hell was that?
Turrets? Okay. I wasn't really factoring in my sniper, which my sniper was really weak for the first... Oh, geez, what? First half of this playthrough, it really was. And that was mainly why I'd only put really points to buff the damage on automatic weapons. But now that I have points in Rifleman, I could put a really strong one-shot receiver on this gun and probably give it an extra, probably 10 or 20 points of damage or more. However that adds up, so... Yeah, I think it's cool as it is, though. Sometimes it's nice just to hold the trigger down and just empty a clip, right? But really, you can fire almost as fast just pulling, you know, single shot trigger. Really, it's not a whole lot slower. So I don't know. I may switch them out one day. Maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Like I say, as long as I'm getting by with it and having fun with it, I'm good. But dude, you could be getting 3 more points of damage per second if you... Oh, okay, well that's fine. But I'm enjoying this. That's really the whole point. The beautiful thing about Bethesda games is, well, it's beautiful in some way, unless you're looking for something different. Then it can be a bit of a disappointment, I guess. But I think overall, most people would agree that it's really cool is you can get by Bethesda games with just about any type of gear, any type of playstyle, any type of equipment. It's always nice to upgrade your stuff, but you don't necessarily have to. You can get by with weaker stuff, just that you use because you really think it's cool, right?
Anyway.
And I think that's pretty cool. I was thinking playthrough. I think I mentioned it in the last video or two about possibly doing one where we just use really just pipe guns and stuff. The only downside to that is I can't use like the combat shotty or the 10mm, which I do like the 10mm too. Just because it's an old classic. It's that one. What would you say? It's that link with old Fallout games. They made so much stuff new. It's the only holdover, really. I'm trying to think. Even the hunting rifles are a bit different now. They've changed the clothes, the looks on just about everything, even some of the guns. But the 10mm pistol is about the only constant. Even really, the assault rifles are all completely different. All that stuff. Combat shotty, not completely different. When you put the right mods on it, doesn't look that much terribly different than the combat shotguns in Fallout 3 in New Vegas. I guess it's pretty close. Let's say if I were to put a big cylinder drum in it, it would be pretty close. Need my 10mm SMG back. That's what I miss. I really, really want that gun back. Like bad. I have yet to find the mods I'm looking for a combat rifle either. I may wind up sinking one last point into Gun Nut. Speaking of that, I think I have some points to spend right now too.
We found a new frontier of foul.
Remember, what do we got? A raider in here with the Courser? They working together? It sounded like they were fighting it out a second ago. Maybe they were clearing out the defenses? Okay, I had a suspicion. Yeah, take that, bitch. I had a suspicion that the, whatchamacallit, that the Institute is basically working with raiders, or at least utilizing them as tools, you know, or something. And this is just adding to that suspicion. Like, why in the hell is that Courser just up here chilling? with these raiders, or what we're... I don't know. Unless the game was just glitched right there. Why are they not hostile? I guess because I took the courser down too fast. They don't have any orders. That must be it. Okay, well, see ya. Bye.
Guess they're not interested in
It
sharing.
was my job to come in and kick your ass. Well, did that, so... Alright, let's loot the place. I'm assuming we're done here. Glory? Glory. Glory? Wait a minute. Question, question, question. The only glory I know is in the railroad. Institute Courser, there he is. Look at all that stuff. Oh, wow. What?
Bingo.
Damn, that's... We got 2 bobbleheads the last time. Got another one now.
Excellent.
That's what I'm talking about. Sweet. Wonder how close I am to finding all of them. Gotta have the desk fans. Just because. That one raider asked, who the hell carries around a desk fan? I do. Everyone does, actually. Because they're awesome. Oh, man. Wow, I feel like I got everything now. Got a magazine and bobblehead. Who gives a crap about the rest of it? It's like, whatever now. Yeah, if the Institute will employ someone like Kellogg, then they could definitely use the raiders. And they don't even need to necessarily hire them directly. All you have to do is tell the raiders, hey, there's innocent people over here with a bunch of stuff that's unguarded. Well, they'll... that's all it takes. And, it doesn't even have to be believable. You just say something like that around a raider, and they'll get their whole crew to go over there and just, you know, just an excuse to go kill up a bunch of innocent people. Nothing else. Because they enjoy it.
How was that?
Yeah, shut up. And that's the reason I didn't put the extra large drum on this thing. Is that's usually enough. Can you imagine how fast you go through ammo then? With a 100-round drum? Oh man. 1,000 rounds would not last 2 minutes with this gun. We just got our agility bobblehead. It means I can pick the perk where you reload faster. Always want to have that. It makes such a difference. In New Vegas, it was huge. The ability, rapid reload along with a high agility. Oh man, you didn't wait a second between clips. It was a beautiful thing.
They passed 199.
And so throw that in here, and that'll make the perk on this gun pretty much obsolete. Although, with that stacked with the extra 15% faster reload that's built into this gun, that would make it ridiculously quick reloads. Alright, what can I put away? What can I spare to just... I'm not going to use that. It's only worth 50 caps. But it only weighs 2 pounds, too, so... This weighs 4.5. I'm not going to use that either. I should probably just drop all that, honestly. I don't know. Or I could just drink some whiskey, too. But whatever. I'm not giving up any of my scrap, though. But damn, how much does that weigh? Okay, well, you know what? Okay, fine. I'll be like that about it. Make up for it in something else. Alright, let's see. What have I picked up that I really don't need? Don't need a beer bottle. I can use those. Left hand bones, I don't need those. Don't need the buckets, they're way too heavy. They give you no return whatsoever. Tin cans give you a great return for their weight. One tin can, I think, gives you as much steel back as a bucket that weighs like 2 or 3 pounds. Tin can only weighs like 1/10 of a pound or something. Alright, let's see. How about just eating up some stuff? I need to get rid of 1 pound. I don't want to waste that right now. Well, or I could eat that and run back and grab everything, I guess. But, there we go. That'll do it. That's fine. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm messing around. Now I'm just pissing off. Here, let me just, get up out of here. Probably going to be some more raiders on the roof, I'm guessing. Or synths, or both. Yep. Alright. Oops.
Don't you die on me!
Take that. My survival is a lot tougher than that. Nice. Can I pick this up without... Nice. Alright, unless I find some more ammo, I'm not going to really be able to carry anything else. Wow, how did that not put me over? Okay, cool. Nice, I'll take that too. Alright, that's a good run. Bobblehead, magazine, shit ton of ammo. Got to kill a courser. I'd say that's good for a day's work, right? Is there anything else up here? I wonder if we could have made it up onto the, up here by stairs or something and worked our way down instead. Kind of looked like the defenses were set up that way too, for you to come in from the top. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Alright, let's go give Desdemona the good news. Or Pam, or whoever we're supposed to turn this into.
Randolph Safe House has got another dead drop for
Well, cool. Actually, I'm working, yeah. I've already done the first 2 stages of that.
you. Make sure you...
Wonder how far that actually goes.
That's all our answers.
We'll go do that. We'll go do that next. I'd like to follow out at least one of the quest lines, right?
Theta N when I approaches probability bounds.
I took care of the courser.
Human-machine interface set to 100%. Thank you, Agent. Well done.
Pam's coming off the caps, man. Alright, cool. Anything else?
Pam,
Recalibrating using new data set.
Oh, so that's what she does. Each time you do a favor for her, she factors that into all the little computer or little computations and stuff, and then comes back with some new thing.
Injured? It's a wonder.
That's kind of cool. At least she has an excuse for giving you side quests and stuff. That's cool. See if he's got anything new.
There's more going on than you know.
Right on, Tom.
The boys have been working on some new toys.
Actually, I do.
Want to take a look?
show me what you got.
Okay, here's what
Man,
I
he
got.
is cool. Alright, any new weapons? No, he's always had that. Armored tuxedo. You can like totally just wear whatever. That's different stuff. Those are new things. So apparently each time you check in with him, he might have any kind of... I'm waiting for him to get an armored corset, which is what they call the basic outfit that my character's got. That may be unique to just Kate. It may not be something... I haven't seen another one anywhere else, so that's possible, but we'll see. I'll keep checking in with him and see if he doesn't come up with one of those. Alright, anything else that I want to grab? No? Alright, I'm gonna go drop this stuff off. Somewhere. See, where is this, Where's this sending us anyway? Randolph Safe House. Oh, right over there by Hangman's Alley. Okay, I may just drop my stuff off right there then, and then I'll meet you guys there. And we'll go do whatever it is this dead drop has us doing. Alright, people, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, if you haven't already, you click that button up top. It should send you straight to the playlist. Or, I mean, it should send you straight to the little subscribe button thingy. And that image in the middle should send you straight to the playlist if you want to catch the rest of this Let's Play. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.